Glad to have you join us on this edition of Tech Trends. Our Tech Tips takes you through possible tech goals that you can try to attain. Mobile App of the Week helps you set and track your goals. Also, look out for our online security and giveaway segment. This is Tech Trends, and I'm Chukwemeka Agbata.
Will an intelligent robot ever be blamed for committing a crime? That's the question being asked by the European Parliament as it looks to better regulate Europe's robotics industry. In a report by the Mady Delevaux, a member of Parliament looks at robotics-related issues such as liability, safety and changes in the labour market. Programmers at Zorobots in Belgium teach their robots to operate as receptionists and career companions, among other things. But what can we do to prevent robots like Pepper being so smart through artificial intelligence from committing a crime?
Using software for robots, and this is more key because we make the robots do things, so we must be really careful what the robots can and cannot do.
The European Parliament wants a clear set of EU laws to decide who's to blame if a robot is used to committing a crime or commits one accidentally, either the manufacturer, the operator, or even perhaps the robot itself. Its proposals aren't only looking into humanoid robots like Zoro here. There's also medical robots, drones, driverless cars, robots for industrial purposes, and as the technology expands, new uses are springing up all the time. Lawmakers also have concerns about the amount of data robots will have access to, and with many more robots set to enter people's homes, they're worried the machines could be used to spy on people. There are also fears about job losses as robots take over positions from people.
This has to be transparent and clear to the customer, because otherwise these robots will never, there will be no trust. And trust is what we need.
This proposal is just the first step in putting together European legislation, which could include a rule to ensure all robots have a kill switch to shut them off if something goes wrong. New technologies, including voice control and artificial intelligence, will become major trends in the field of consumer electronics, says the chief economist of the Consumer Technology Association at a press conference.
Ultimately, vocal computing is replacing the traditional graphical user interface, just like we saw in 1984 with the original Macintosh.
The annual CES is entering the 50th year, with more than 3,800 exhibitors from 150 countries and regions around the world. The association believes that another big trend will be the widespread application of artificial intelligence in electronic devices.
And so now the ability to infuse AI into small things at a relatively low cost is present. 10 years ago, we would have not wanted to buy a refrigerator that had AI in it because we would not have wanted to pay the premium that would have been required for the sensors, for the analytics, for the intelligence, for the adjustments. And now you're seeing those things come in premium models, and over time they'll come standard.
Dobrovac believes the development of the 5th generation mobile network will boost the growth of related fields, such as the application of electronic devices in healthcare. Other new technologies like self-driving vehicles and virtual reality are also expected to thrive in the near future.
Well, I think the technology is ready today. We've seen voice recognition improve significantly, and it will only improve from here. I expect a significant progress in 2017. I think now is a great time to look at adopting the technology and become familiar with it. Maybe you're only using it for small little things here and there, but I think over time what you'll find is that it slowly has integrated into the way you live your life.
American business author Steven Shapiro believes that necessity is the mother of invention and laziness is the father of innovation. Philosophy aside, practicality is put to test when advanced wearables of invention and innovation are on display at the world's largest consumer technology fair in Las Vegas. Apart from headsets capable of embedding people in different realities and wristwatches able to pump people up, shoes will also join the show, which allows wearers to tighten and loosen shoelaces through phone apps instead of bending over.
So let's say for lazy people who don't want to make any efforts to tie the laces, this is a perfect solution.
For those male smartphone users who care enough about their reproduction health, the highlight of this year's CES will be this anti-radiation underwear.
Well, there are more and more studies coming out saying that men who keep phones in their pockets experience a strong decrease in fertility. So the Cleveland Clinic, for instance, issued a study saying that for men keeping their phones for more than 4 hours per day in their pockets, they experience a 50% reduction in sperm count, which is huge.
Wearable wear and tear are not just here for human beings, they are also for the best friends of man.
Like the majority of dog owners, finally I want to know if my dog is happy.
Whatever the cause effect, both humans and their animal friends are benefiting more and more from such wearable invention and innovation of both necessity and laziness. Science, Technology, Engineering and Math for Africa is an international non-profit organization founded in 2016. Their aim is to make Africa's STEM education a major player in contributing to global technology and scientific innovation.
Part of what we're trying to do is to deliver at least 150 seminars, we call them. So seminars are places where we can actually bring people together to teach them what we think, the educational curriculum / robotics and STEM related topics.
2016 Robotics Challenge, organized by STEM for Africa, is to introduce children from ages 7 to 11 on ways to spark their interest in science and as well follow up with the children's progress in STEM in order to alleviate the challenges in the near future.
What we plan to do is to not only expand into different schools, primary schools. One of our plans is to also go to the secondary school. We have way more advanced projects for that level, where they'll be programming, electronics, building softwares, and also PLCs, and programming logic controllers and all that.
At first, an introductory video plays via a projector or tablet to set the stage for ideas to be reviewed by pupils.
You are the programmer now. So you are going to program it. Exactly. So
after that, the kids will take you through the process of assembling the pool robot piece by piece using the Widow 2.0 software build. At the completion of the exercise, pupils program the pool robot after selecting the related project using the provided tablet. They navigate to the related project and follow the step-by-step to program the blocks shown on the screen. Coaches and organizers are impressed on how the kids were able to have a quick understanding about the project.
It's nice to see their aptitude for technology and how very quick they are to build things, how very excited they are to be able to explore very hands-on projects. At first when we started, we were talking about pollination and it just seemed like this very abstract topic up in the air, and now it's really cool to see them having the bee and the flower just putting it together and it's very hands-on and they're able to explore the topic.
So far the experience has really been wonderful, and we've learned a lot of things with the kids. They've taught them about forces, pulling, how the effects that force has on objects. And so far they've actually created a robot that can pull objects and with different times.
Some of the kids share their experience and how challenging it was for them to carry out this project.
We made a robot that can pull things, but you have to program in it to how many seconds you want it to be pulled for. And then all of us, we had some challenges, but then we finally got over it.
It was kind of difficult. So as I was putting the robot facility, that scattered. So I now had to start all over again.
Ensuring the right infrastructure is in place and sustaining a project like this can be very tasking, especially in a nation where STEM education needs a rejig.
One of the things that we are going to be doing after this event is we are going to assess our successes and take feedbacks on how we should improve next year. So our short-term plan is to expand the program after defining the set of criteria of the schools that would participate next year into other countries.
After the robots are programmed, teams showcase their different designs and data they recorded using the documentation tool onto the cardboard sheet provided. The key objective of the training exercise is to show pupils and parents that STEM education can be fun if the right variables are in place.